Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. Now today I have for you something very fun that I'm super happy to be able to finally bring to you guys. Now I've been wanting to use Lycanthrope for the longest time. It's probably one of the very first videos I wanted to make, and it just was never good enough. And I finally realized that my mistake was trying to make the deck balanced, trying to use enemy controllers, trying to use windstorms. I needed to make a deck that was just full on YOLO using the Lycanthrope, and that's what we have here today. We're using Last Gamble so we can get into our combo pieces, but if you're not familiar with Lycanthrope, which you probably are not, it's a 6-star 2400 ritual monster that inflicts 200 damage to your opponent for each normal monster in your graveyard anytime it inflicts battle damage. So you get a little extra burn, but I just love the artwork, and that's basically why I wanted to make this deck. We're running 2 of each, 2 of the Lycanthrope, 2 of the Synthesis spell, which is the ritual spell that you summon it with. I threw in 1 Cyber Angel Edatin. I know, Mario using Cyber Angels. Because it can give you that 1000 attack boost and defense, so it can make this very beefy. We have 2 Senju, 2 Sonic Bird to search out our ritual engine. And then we're using 3 Gladiator Beast Andal, 2 Vorse Raider, which is our normal monster engine that we want in the grave so we can get a little bit of extra burn damage when we inflict battle damage. 2 Painful Decision to thin our deck out so we can draw into our combo pieces, and also to get normal monsters into the grave. We have 2 of them, and this is what took the deck to the next YOLO level. Wild Nature's Release. Now you can target 1 beast or beast warrior type monster. It gains attack equal to its current defense until the end phase, but it gets destroyed during the end phase. So when you use this card on your Lycanthrope, you better make sure you have game, and that's where the YOLO factor comes in. Now I went back and forth between Storm and Fire Formation Gyoku, and I decided to stick with the Gyoku. I like the fact that they can chain it. They can't chain the card that I target, so I went with 2 of those, and it also makes Vorse Raider and Gladiator Beast Andal a nice and 2000 attack beater. Like I said, we're running Last Gamble, and let's just get into this replays, man. I was always thinking that the only way to make Lycanthrope work was wait for pre-prep of rituals. But that card is probably not coming, so unfortunately I still have to run the Senju Sonic Bird engine. But it's so fun, man. I just love the card. We have a pretty good opening hand. We have our Lycanthrope, we have Painful Decision, and we can search a ritual spell right away. And we're going up against Gladiator Beast. So I take a pretty big gamble here and go ahead and go for the ritual summon, I believe, if I remember correctly. So I'm definitely banking on him not having a Karibo or something like that. And the reason why I used my Sonic Bird is because I didn't want him to summon any other Gladiator Beast, destroy my Sonic Bird, and then tag out into a Murmillo to destroy my Lycanthrope. So I just wanted to leave my monster on the field. Now this Sonic Bird is going to let me get my Synthesis to the hand, and I can storm that away, so we get rid of the back row. Pretty clutch because it was an impenetrable attack. We burned him for 400. Unfortunately, we were 200 away from finishing him off. But because he summoned that in attack mode, I expected a wall of disruption. And I decided to go for Last Gamble so I can fish out for another storm. And I end up picking up something even better. We roll 4. Pick up double Wild Nature's Release. So my Lycanthrope is going to go all the way to, I believe, 6000 attack. So even through the Wall of Disruption, through a Mirror Wall, through pretty much anything he could have, I was going to be able to finish him off. 2800 to the face. And that's replay number 1. And that's when I was using Storm, like I mentioned. But I think I switched to the Gyoku when I thought about the benefit of having that extra 100 attack on those beaters, in case I didn't get to my ritual engine soon enough. We got a Bandit Keith. And this time I have Cyber Angel Edatin in hand. I already have my ritual spell, so I can summon a pretty beefy Lycanthrope if I want to, but I decided, you know, I didn't know what I was playing against, so I just waited out a little bit. We see the Sacred Phoenix, not too much of a threat because with Edatin, my Lycanthrope is gonna go to 2800 defense. They're not running beatdown because they're running Keith, but he actually just special summons the Phoenix right away and tries to go in for damage. And look at this beautiful pickup, another Wild Nature's release. So I decided to go full YOLO, banking on the fact that he wouldn't have a Karibo in hand. And luckily enough, he does not. I go all the way up to 9,000. 6,600 to the face, get farmed Keith. I mean, at that point, I didn't even need the extra burn from the normal monsters. Next, we got Ishizu. Now, there's another cool thing about Wild Nature's release is that you don't have to target your own monster. So if you're going up against someone that's using Beast or Beast Warriors, you can actually target their monster just so that it gets destroyed, which can come in pretty handy. We got a balanced Ishizu running Gladiator Beast. Not the greatest hand. I have Bourse Raider, but with that double back row, I was a little afraid to go in there. And we see the Floodgate, so that's okay. At least we trigger one of the back rows before we summon our Lycanthrope. Tag out into Demakari, which is actually really good for me because I can just use the Wild Nature's release on it. Search my Edatin with my Senju, and I am thinking about going for last gamble next turn, depending on what I draw. I pick up the spell, so I decided to just use Wild Nature's release. I knew she couldn't summon something strong enough to finish me off at 3,600 life points. And here I'm just testing the water with the back row. We are able to bait out under Floodgate, and I decide it's time to try to get in there. Unfortunately, I do have another monster on the field, so they can you know, they can go for the attack on that, and she's got Curse of Anubis. Very unfortunate. But balance normally runs only a few monsters, like maybe 6 to 7. So I was feeling pretty good about my chances of you know, dodging a monster until she finally picks up Bestiari. Didn't understand why he attacked the face down instead of just destroying the Senju. But we see the Murmillo destroy my Lycanthrope. Kinda sad. Pick up a painful decision, get my Gladiator Beast Andal, and I decide to just stick out the game this way. I have 3 monsters. I didn't want to go into last gamble and, you know, just lose right away. This way, unfortunately, he does tag out into a big Laquari, and we see 2 of them. So the Heart of the Cards is with me, and I pick up Sonic Bird. But we're kind of back in the same position. I'm going to be able to get rid of 2 of my monsters on the field, but he can just attack into the my Andal that's just in defense position, and then tag out into another Murmillo. But I'm able to burn him for 600, so now she's down to 1,000 life points. I keep switching gender. He, she, Ishizu, man. Whatever they are. See the Murmillo destroy my Lycanthrope, and then the Heart of the Cards is with me once again. Pick up that Bourse Raider. 4 cards left in the deck, and they scoop. I guess didn't have any sort of protection, didn't have another monster, so I got the win. That was probably the most grinded out duel that I had with this deck. Most of them were pretty fast. Like this one, we have a Destiny Draw Burn, and I open up with pretty much a perfect hand against Destiny Draw Burn. We see the Gyoku right away. I pick up my Edatin so that they think I'm running Cyber Angels, even though, you know, it's not like they're threatened by the Lycanthrope. I get hit for 700. Heart of the Cards is with me, and I pick up my second Gyoku, so right away I can pin down 2 of those back row, and now I only have to deal with 1 of them. Doesn't activate the one that's left. It wasn't activatable or anything like that, so I wasn't sure what to expect from that card. And then I summon my Sonic Bird. I finally decide to go for game right here over a Karibo or something like that. I was slightly afraid of Wall of Disruption, but you know, you still gotta go for it when you're going up against Burn. And it actually ends up being a Floodgate. So now I'm sure that I have the win. Get that Senju, get that Sonic Bird, and get out of here, man. Not the greatest of duels, but I still summon Lycanthrope. I still, you know, wrecked a Destiny Draw Burn player. You guys know I love facing those Burn decks. I mean, don't we all? And for this last duel, we have a Joy Wheeler. And this one ended up pretty quick, but I wanted to show this one because, you know, so far in the duels that I've showed you, Lycanthrope's effect has not been very relevant. But it becomes relevant here. My opponent either bricks or is waiting, doesn't think that I can OTK them, and I beg to differ. I use my normal Force Raider and my Sonic Bird to summon the Lycanthrope. Now that's 3800 attack, but the 200 burn for the normal monster on the graveyard ends up giving me the win. Nice and clutch. Get out of here, Joey. Now obviously this is not going to be a very competitive deck. I mean, I'm using Lycanthrope, but I really wanted to make it. I hope you guys enjoy it. I had a lot of fun with this. I might use it again. Wild Nature's release is pretty crazy, and when you are able to use your Edaten to summon the Lycanthrope, he can get pretty hard to deal with for your opponent. But that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link is going to be down in the description, along with my PayPal link. If you guys want to support my content, support my channel, really appreciate that. And also my Twitch link so that you guys can follow me and don't miss any of my spicy streams. We actually have a tournament for this Friday stream that's going to be over on Twitch. If you want to sign up, you can sign up on my Discord, and we'll have a lot of fun. But that's it for me. Till next time.